Hello all, welcome to Selenium Interview Question 71. In this session, I am going to explain a test automation framework with practical demonstration. So let's get started. You may get this question in the interview where you will be asked to explain your or any of the test automation frameworks you know. So as part of this session, I am going to explain a test automation framework which is built using TestNG page object model and page factory design pattern, and also which can generate extent reports and also embed the screenshots into the extent reports. Okay, so that is the framework I am going to choose as part of explaining a framework. Okay, its simple words is a TestNG framework, guys. Okay, that I am going to cover, which is going to be very simple and easy for you to explain in the interviews. Fine. So I have here Eclipse IDE software, okay, which is actually opened in a new workspace, okay, so that I can freshly import the project. You can download this, guys, okay. So what you can do is from my notes, which I'm going to put in the description, okay, you can download download the framework from here. Whatever the framework that I'm going to demonstrate, you can download from this notes, okay, which is available under this video. Just click here to download. You see, in a while, you'll be taken to this zip file page. Just click on download. The framework project will be downloaded into your machine, into your, by default, into your downloads folder. Okay, let it download. It's still downloading, guys. Let's wait. So with this framework, I'm going to explain. Okay, so it's better to be more practical and all. I'm going to provide the framework. You can download it from the notes and all those stuff. Okay, so all good. Okay, so you just went to the downloads folder where this zip file got downloaded. Don't extract this zip file, guys. Now open the Eclipse IDE and just click on this file menu and select this import option. Okay, just select this import option, and here you will see a lot of options. First option is general. Expand the general option. Now select existing projects into workspace. You are importing the existing projects into workspace. Click on next. Then select root directory will come, but the project is available in the form of a zip file. So I have to select archive file. Instead of directory, I have to select archive file. Now click on browse button. So I'll go to the folder, that is downloads folder, where the framework has been downloaded, framework project. Okay, project containing the framework, TestNG framework has been downloaded. Select that and click on open. Now click on finish. In a while, the project will be imported into your Eclipse IDE. Let's wait. Okay, updating Maven dependencies. So it may take some time, guys. Okay, so let it complete. Let's all the progress complete here. All the errors go here. Let's wait for that moment. You see here, progress is still going on. It's building. Let's wait for some more time. Almost there. Updating still going. Let's wait. Yeah. So now I don't see anything here. So I can now expand this project. Okay, this project is nothing but a framework, guys. Let me expand everything. Okay, this is when you create this when I have created this project, guys. Okay, by default JRE system library came, and also this src main java, src test java came, and this src folder came, this target folder came, and this pom.xml file came. Remaining all files didn't come. Okay, so I built the framework, and extra things whatever you see under this src main java, okay, source folders and all those things are created by me. Fine. So let's not let's not dig deep into that. Let's understand the framework directly. Okay, this is a project containing the TestNG framework, guys. Okay, so first thing that comes to our mind is where you are writing your automation scripts, right? In when you are explaining the framework, you can say that we write our automation scripts under src test java source folder. Okay, expand this. Here there is a package known as test package. You can draw this, guys. Okay, so if the interviewer asks this question to you, it's not so easy for us to explain everything in words. You can ask for a paper, pen and paper, and then you can list down, okay, the structure of this project and all, that you will get habituated in a while. Okay, first let's focus on the automation tests. Okay, so here is a test package I created under the src test java, where You see, I divided, okay, the automation script based on the functionalities. You see, login related automation scripts are under login. Okay, register functionality. For example, this is the application I have automated. So actually, this is the application I have automated, guys. So in this application, there is a login functionality. The login functionality related automation scripts are written under this login test.java. Okay, originally it was login.java. I just made it to test Java because I want to run using Maven. Okay, that will come later. For now, understand it is as login.java, register.java, search.java. Okay, register functionality is here, guys. Okay, register account and search functionality, as you can see here. This is a search functionality. Okay, so for a sample for explaining this automation framework, I took three functionalities. Okay, I have written the automation scripts for these three uh, functionalities, that is login in login.java, register related automation scripts in register.java, and search functionality related automation scripts in search.java. Okay, let me open one of the Java file here to see how the automation scripts are written inside this file. Okay, so when I open this login.java, the font size is a bit low, guys. Let me increase the font size. Let me click on window and select preferences. Then expand this general, select appearance and expand colors and fonts you select, and then expand the basic here and go here until you see the text font. Click on edit and select 18 as a font. Say okay, apply and apply. Now you can see a bigger font. Okay, this is a bigger font. You see, in this login test.java, there are two methods. Okay, there are two methods: login with valid credential one test case. Okay, which is written in the form of a method, and this is another method. Okay, login with invalid credentials. So related to login, there can be any good number of test cases, like 27, 30 test cases may be there related to the login functionality. But here, as a sample, I created only two methods. Okay, that means only two test cases I automated, guys. You can automate around 27 test cases in this file. Okay, this login test.java, you can provide 27 test cases. If you're up, because why I'm saying 27 exactly is because when I have created the test cases for this login functionality of this particular application, right? Okay, I got 27 test cases. So I'm saying 27. But in your application, you may get more test cases or less number of test cases for login functionality. The application that I'm actually using for automation, I got 27 test cases. So I can create 27 test methods here. So this is a normal method only, but on the top of this method, if you see, there is a @ test symbol. Okay, there is a test kind of text is there. This is called as TestNG annotation. This is coming from TestNG, guys. Okay, and also beside that, I am providing the priority, guys. If I don't provide the priority, if there are multiple automation scripts here, the test will be executed in alphabetical order. If I have to go technically, they will be executed in a ASCII order. Alphabets can be converted to ASCII numbers. Okay, and they can be compared. So at the lower level, okay, that's what happens. But at a higher level, you can speak them as alphabetical order. This automation scripts will run. Okay, so in the circular brackets, I have provided the priority attribute. Okay, that means this particular automation script will run first, and this automation script will run second. But without you providing @test before this method, this particular method will not become an automation test, guys. Okay, so this is a normal method, guys. It's not a main method. You see, without main method, we are able to run the scripts, but we have to provide @test annotation to convert this method into a automation test method or test method. Inside this method, I am writing the automation scripts. Okay, inside this methods, I am writing the automation scripts. Now here in this particular login test.java, as a sample, I created only two automation scripts, and here you see I'm using the page object model. Okay, home page is equal to new home page. You see, I am not you will not find driver.find element anywhere here, right? The low level code is moved to the page objects. Where are these page objects? For every page, okay, for every page we created a class. Where are this home page, login page, account page classes created? Okay, so here is the stuff, guys. Under src main Java, I created a package known as page objects, where I created while creating the automation scripts based on the requirement. For example, if you have to work on some objects or elements which are placed on the home page, then first I created the homepage.java, guys. Okay, let me go to the homepage.java. Here in the home page, I created a constructor. Okay, this is a process, guys. Okay, this is the page object class. Okay, page object class for home page. The elements that are available, okay, the locators that are available on the home page are provided here. You see my account drop menu, login option. Okay, if I take you to this application, if I am if I am on the home page like this is the home page. Let's say you see my account option is on the home page. So that my account option I represented here, guys. Okay, that my account option I represented here my account drop menu is the option. Okay, so it has been represented using page factory. At the rate find by is from page factory, guys. Okay, so this constructor, whenever you create an object for this homepage class in the test methods here, you see you create an object for the homepage. Homepage is called new homepage, and you are passing the driver here. Okay, you are passing the driver here. The moment you pass the driver here, guys, okay, this driver that you have passed from the automation script will be assigned to this homepage class driver, and you are initializing the all the elements in this page class. Okay, you are initializing all the elements. Okay, all the locators. You see, these are the locators, guys. Okay, search for search button XPath is created, for search box field name locator is created, for login option link text. Okay, with the help of page factory we are writing like this, and all these elements are made private. You can see all these elements are made private, and here for each and every web element, okay, which is annotated with at the rate find by page factory annotation provided by Selenium. Okay, there is a particular method here. You see, for this my account drop menu, what we generally do with my account drop menu, we generally click on my account drop menu. Okay, we created a method known as click on my account drop menu, and here web element dot click. This click command is from Selenium, guys. Okay, this click command is from Selenium. Now next web element, let's say login option. We select the login option. Okay, after clicking on the my account, let's say after clicking on the my account here, how it is happening in the automation script also you see side by side. First you create an object for the home page driver you are passing. Now say homepage dot click on my account drop menu. Okay, so this will call this method, guys. Okay, click on, and this will click on the web element. Okay, this web element it will click. What is the web element? My account drop menu having this XPath created. You locate and click. Once clicked, what will happen? When my account is clicked, you will get these two options. Now I want to go to the login page, so I have to select the login option. Second element you see is the login, guys. Okay, web element login option. Link text is there. Link text locator is there. I create another method here. You see, click on login option like this. Okay, you can have readable names for the methods. Login option dot click. Okay, the moment I select this login option, what's happening? I'm being taken to the login page. So here I am returning the object of the next page class known as login page class. Okay, so that I don't have to create object again. Simply this method, click on login option will return you the object of the login page. Okay, this just to avoid one more line, additional line I'm creating like this. Now using the object reference login page, in this login page also same thing, guys. Okay, the elements that are there on the login page, like you see the email address, password, login button are there here. Okay, and you see these three are there here. Okay, let's understand along with this particular test. Okay, login with valid credential test. Okay, so login page dot enter email address. If you go to this enter email address here, there is a method for web elements are there with private and public methods are there. Enter email address. You're passing the email text from here. Okay, from the login test you are passing the email. Here you are passing the email address. From where this email address is coming? So I don't want to hard code the data. So what I did is this email address, valid email address, I provided inside a package known as resources package. Under that resources package, I created a file known as data.properties file. Here I created all the properties, because tomorrow, if any of this property value changes, if URL changes, I cannot go to each and individual automation script and update the URL, right? I can come to a centralized location like this data.properties and update the URL here. Okay, I can update the URL here. So that's the reason I centralize this URL or browser or valid email, and all this hard coding of data have removed from the automation scripts. Okay, I put that inside the data.properties file. So the properties concept belong to Java, guys. Okay, belong to Java. So here we are simply what we are doing, prop dot get property valid email. This key you will provide. Okay, valid email key you will provide, and you will get the value. You'll get the value, guys. So you'll get the value. Okay. That value is being passed to which method? Enter email address method. Where it is the enter email address method? In the login page dot Java page objects. Okay. So that will be passed here, and email address field dot send keys command of Selenium. Okay. We are entering like that. Now similarly, login page dot enter password. Again, you are getting the valid password from data dot properties file, centralize data. And here login. Finally, I am clicking on the login button. When I enter the email address correctly and password correctly, 12345, and click on the login button, what will happen? The moment I click on the login button, it will return me an object reference. It will take me to the account page actually. So I created the account page here. You see there is an account page here, account page. The object of the account page will come. So I created this method in this login page in such a way that when someone clicks on the login button, it should return the object of the account page and driver will be passed. Okay, like that I created. So this will be so easy so that you can get the object of the account page. And here I'm doing some TestNG assertion, guys. So the purpose of any automation test is to verify the test, whether the test is passing or fail. This is the assertions we generally use for verification, guys. I'm verifying whether we have successfully logged in or not. How can I verify? If you see this edit your account information, one of the option on this this option is not available for non-logged in users. Only logged in users can see edit your account information. Okay, I'm just created a method like verify display of edit your account information option. Okay, this will either return true or false. So this should be true, guys. First of all, this should be true. Okay, assert true. Actually, for some other demonstration I made it false. That's okay. This method, okay, this method is will be there on the which page? Account page. Okay, if you go to the account page here in the page objects, account page, you see web element will be there. For that, edit your account information option, web element is created using the page factory and all. Okay, this will load all the elements, okay, when the constructor is called. And here a method is there for this web element saying verify display of edit your account information. It will return either true or false. If this option is displayed command is from Selenium, it will return true. That boolean value we are returning, and that will go to the here. Okay, if it is returning true and we are expecting true, what will happen? The test will pass. Okay, the test will pass. And also, before we go to the home page, we have to open the application URL and all those things, right? That is written in the before method. Okay, the before method is another annotation from TestNG. Okay, if you have some knowledge of TestNG, that's all good. Okay, before every test method, this before method will be executed. Here we are calling initialize browser because initializing browser is required by all the test methods here, all these files here. So what I did is I applied the inheritance concept where I made this one of the all these classes, the child classes of the base class, and in the base class I created this method known as initialize browser. Otherwise, I have to write the code that is there in initialize browser in all the classes. Okay, that's not required. I created a base class as part of inheritance. In the base class, I created this initialize browser method, and here I created the properties. Okay, properties file I provided because we have to load the properties file before using any of these properties from the properties file. First, I loaded the properties file. Okay, after loading the properties file, then you see in this properties file, whatever the browser that is mentioned, for example, here browser Chrome is mentioned, then what it will do is it will retrieve prop.get property browser. It will retrieve the Chrome browser from the, for now Chrome is mentioned, so Chrome browser will be taken. And here we are checking if in the properties file Chrome is mentioned means Chrome browser will be launched. If in the properties file Firefox is mentioned means in Firefox browser. Okay, if Edge is mentioned, Edge browser, and so on. Okay, and here after doing that, we are opening the maximizing the browser and waiting mechanism, implicit waiting mechanism, that is a global waiting mechanism we implemented, and we are returning the driver. The return type of this method will be WebDriver, guys. Hence here when you call this initialize browser method, you can directly call this because this is a child class of the base class. The child classes inherit all the properties of the base class, so you can call the methods directly, and this method is returning you the object of the WebDriver that I am storing into this driver. Okay, public WebDriver driver is called driver, like. Okay, now using this driver that we got from the initialize browser, the Chrome browser will be launched maximized. After that, we are opening the application URL. From where we are getting this application URL? The application URL should not be hard coded in the automation scripts. So I have mentioned that application URL in the data.properties file here, and this URL is being retrieved and provided here, and the get method from Selenium will open the application URL. And after that, the test method will run where it will click on my account drop menu, then it will click on the login option, then it will enter the valid email address, valid password, then it will click on the login button, then it will verify whether the user has successfully logged in or not. After that, after method will be called. After every test method, after method will be called where we'll quit the browser, guys. Okay, we'll quit the browser, we'll close the browser. Okay, because the test is completed. Then second, then priority 2 means this automation test will run second. Again, the same steps are there, almost same steps are there. Again, before method will be called where initialize browser will happen, Chrome browser will open, maximize. Then here get method will open the application URL. Then after that, we'll click on my account drop menu. Okay, so I'll demonstrate the second test. We'll click on my account drop menu. After that, we have to select the login option. After clicking on the login option, it's going to the login page. Object of the login page came. Login page dot enter invalid email address. Okay, here we are. Every time we have to create a new email address. That is not possible because if you use the same email address multiple times due to security reasons, you will get a message saying different warning message saying your account has been locked for 1 hour. Okay, so due to that reasons, we I created another method, guys, okay, which will, when you call that, it will generate a email timestamp, okay. So this method is there in the base class because multiple tests will require this method. If you go to the base.java here, this method is there, generate, okay, using the date, I'm just returning date.toString.replace at the rate gmail.com, okay. It will generate a new email address every time that I am passing to the enter email address. So a new email address which is not registered yet into the application will be passed. That will be considered as an invalid email address always. And here invalid password also I am reading from the properties file. Invalid password is like this, okay. Valid password is 12345. Invalid password is 12345678890, like that I gave, okay. So and then we have to click on the login button, and this time when you give some invalid email address, okay, this time when you give some invalid email address, I'm just giving some random thing and give some invalid password and click on the login button, you will not get logged in because these are invalid credentials. You'll get a warning message. That warning message need to be verified. Okay. Even instead of hard coding that warning message, I provided that warning message in the data.properties file here. You see invalid credentials warning message. Warning. This particular warning message is coming. No match for email or password. Okay. That I am getting from the properties file. Okay. And verifying with the actual value as login dot retrieve invalid credentials. Okay, this is a method I'm creating on the login page dot under page objects. Okay, where is that retrieve invalid credentials warning message. So here web element is there, web element for locating this warning message, and get text I am getting. This get text belong to Selenium, which will retrieve this particular text and return in the string format because return type is there. And that retrieve text, whether it contains this warning message that is stored in the properties file or not, expected thing or not, we are verifying. And if the warning message is coming, the test will pass. So there are two automation scripts written here. Similar way, we have written automation scripts for other functionality here. For example, register test, the same story. Okay, two automation scripts related to the register, and the page classes related to the register are here. You see, register page like that. Okay, account success page. Okay, these are all coming from, you see, home page, register page, account success page. Okay, home page, register page, account success page. Okay, page objects are here. Okay, we are not only removing the hard coding of the test data. You see, first name is not hard coded. I'm not giving Arun or something here. Okay, last name. We are getting this test data from the properties file here. Okay, I centralize the data in the properties file. Along with that, I removed the low-level implementation of the Selenium, like driver.find element, send keys command, click command, is displayed command, everything into the page object classes. Okay, and at the same time the script became more readable. And also the hard coding of the locators is also changed. Tomorrow if any particular locator on the login page changes, I'll directly go to the login page and modify the locator for uh, login button. For example, login button related locator change, I can modify it here because I know that this particular element will exist in the login page.java under the page objects. Okay, that is the advantage, guys, of centralizing. And that to centralizing in a single file is not suggestible here for page objects, because there will be thousands of locators, and providing them in a single Java file is not good. So that's where page object model design pattern came into picture, where individual page elements on the individual pages has to be created under the respective pages, and the methods for their operation on the pages should be created inside the same classes. Okay, like that we created the automation scripts. Register also is there, and search functionality related automation scripts are there. At the rate test, at the rate test, at the rate test. Before every test, this before method will be running, and after every test, after test method will be running. The scripts are running somehow. I clicked on some button, it seems. Okay. So here for sample, I created three functionalities. So you can automate the entire application. That's up to you guys. Okay. But here I cannot automate the entire application, right? So I automated only the three functionalities here. Next thing is base class. You understood everything. What else is there in the base class? Okay. That's fine about the base class for now. And here, what I wanted to do next was, uh, I want to run all these three automation Java files as a batch. That means here in login test, there are two automation scripts, two test method automation scripts. In register, you have two test automation scripts. And here in search, you have three automation scripts. 3 plus 2 plus 2, 7 automation scripts are there. If I want to run all these three things together, what I did is I created this testng.xml file here, guys. Okay. In the testng.xml file, okay, if you open, like if the testng.xml file opens like this, you just click on the source, it will give you the XML content. Here in the testng.xml file, here three classes are mentioned. You see, login, register, and what is the order? First register, then login, then search. That means when I run this testng.xml file, individually I can run the automation scripts, guys. If I say right click run as testng test, only the automation script related to login test will run. If I right click and run as register test, only the automation scripts related to the restart test will run. If I right click run a search test, only the automations relate, three automation scripts related to such test will run. If I want to run all the automation scripts across all these Java files, then I have to create the testng.xml files and provide the order in which these individual Java files need to be executed. First, restart related automation scripts should run, then login related, then search related. And if you go individually again in the login, we have provided the priorities. In the restart again, we provided the priority for the automation scripts. Okay, in the restart also priority 1, priority 2 are there. In search also you see three automation tests are there provided with the priority. So based on this priority only, the control flow will happen of the automation scripts. Okay, first class level, then automation script level priorities. Everything is this is the order in which the test will be executed. Okay, and individually again based on priority internally it will be executed. Total 7 tests guys need to be executed. Okay, I can run them using the testng.xml file if I want to run them together. Okay, if I right click and say run as TestNG suite. Okay, here TestNG test option is coming for this individual test. Here TestNG suite. 7 automation scripts need to run, guys. Okay, one by one. 7 automation scripts need to be run one by one. Uh, this is the first time demonstration I'm doing on this framework. This application is a dummy application, guys. So this may not load properly. Just press enter here, guys. Don't do this on real applications. Just for the demo purpose, I use this application. The application actually stuck sometimes. Okay, sometimes it works fine. Sometimes the pages doesn't load in this application, but just as a workaround, you have to press enter until the page loads properly. Otherwise, it will waste a lot of your time. You see, this automation test has run directly. Only if the page is loading, you just have to press enter. Otherwise, you can keep seeing what is happening on the screen. Okay, all the automation scripts are running, guys. This one is loading. It will take time. Just press enter. What about this one? This one has done. Then this one is also done. So all the 7 automation scripts, okay, 2 plus 2 plus 3, that is total 7 automation scripts have run, and we have run using TestNG here. Total 7 has passed, nothing got failed, and also we have the TestNG results tab where you can see, you see under this register test 2 automation scripts have run, under the login test 2 automation scripts have run, under search test all the 3 automation scripts have run, and all the 7 has got passed. And along with that, you know, in this particular framework, we implemented a uh, report known as extend report. Okay, so report will be here, guys. Okay, reports will be here. So let me open the extend report. Otherwise, I'll delete this report, guys, because and also I'll delete this screenshot here. Okay, I'll show you some demonstration about this framework. The screenshots, the taken screenshots will be taken here, and the reports will be conducted here. First, let's go with the screenshots, guys. Okay, so I want to take the screenshots only for the failed test. Okay, I want to take the screenshots only for the failed test. But here all the tests are passing. So when all the tests are passing, no screenshots will come. You just see here, if I run this testng.xml file, all the 7 tests will fail and no screenshots will be taken. In this particular project framework, the screenshot will not be taken if all the automation tests in this 3 files are passing. Okay, let's run them again. All the 7 automation scripts will run, and you will not get any screenshots because none of the automation script fails. All the automation scripts passes. So no screenshot will be taken for the passed tests. I've written the framework in such a way that the screenshot should only be taken for the failed tests. Okay, that's the thing. First, I want to prove that if all the automation tests are passing, no screenshot will be taken. That's what is my intention. Okay, so how many are there? Maybe 6th or 7th one this is. Let's see if it is taking time. Just press enter, guys, for this application only, not your application. All the 7 automation tests got passed. If you refresh the screenshots folder here, if you refresh the screenshot, you see no screenshots has been taken. And if I refresh the reports here, I'll get extend report here. Okay, this is an advanced report, guys. How the extend report is coming here? For that, guys, again, I created a package known as utilities under SRC main Java. Okay, I created a package known as utilities. This is a third party kind of thing. So extend report is a third party kind of thing. So I put this extend report under utilities, logs, extend reports, everything you can put under utilities, guys. So for now, extend reports I provided. This extend report, you see, it has a mechanism of taking the screenshots. Okay, so sorry, it has a mechanism of taking generating the report. It generates the report, and using this extend report, along with this, I implemented listeners class. Okay, I created something known as listeners package here, which will listen to our automation scripts. And you see, on test starting, what's happening is from this extend report, I'm calling this. First of all, here you see, first I'm just calling this guest extend report method. I'm getting an object reference of this. okay, because it is static, so I have to call it with the class name. If you see the extend reporter.java here, okay, this is a static method. So extend reporter dot get extend report I need to mention in the listeners class, okay, and this will result the object of the extend reports. Now that using that object reference, I am creating the test in on test start. All the steps related to extend report, guys. Extend test object will come, and then on test success, we'll log the status as status pass in the extend reports. On failure, what we are doing, just see, guys, okay, we are failing the test in the extend report. This line will fail the test in the extend report, not in the framework, okay. It will fail the test in the extend report, it will fail. And here also at same time, we are actually taking a screenshot, okay. If a particular test fails, this particular method of the listeners class will automatically get involved. Any of the automation scripts in this test fails, this listeners class methods will be automatically invoked. And here you see, we are taking a screenshot, okay. We are taking the screenshot, not only taking the screenshot, guys, that particular screenshot we are embedding in the extend report also, okay. Here the code has been written. I cannot demonstrate each and everything for you, but at a high level I'm explaining the framework for you, okay. Here there is a code for taking the screenshot. This take screenshot method is in the base class again, okay. If you go to the base class here, guys, the three methods: initialize browser, generate email, new email timestamp, and other one is take screenshot, which will give you the screenshot file path. And using the screenshot file path, we are attaching that screenshot into the extend report, okay. So a lot of connections are there, guys, okay. A lot of connections are there. So this my listeners class to be connected with test methods in the testng.xml file, I added this listener tags, okay. Without this listener tags, this my listeners will not listen to the test methods. When test fails, automatically on test failure will be invoked. When test starts, automatically on test start method will be invoked, okay, and the respective action will be taken. These actions are reflected in the extend reports, guys, okay. Already an extend report has been generated with the help of this code. Right click, open with web browser. You see extend report has come. All the 7 tests got passed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see, it got marked as pass and test passed, okay. In the listeners class, whatever you gave, the listeners class, if you go to the listeners class, whatever you gave, test pass is the message you gave, and the log you status, you mentioned status as pass, so pass and test pass is coming. But for failure, nothing got failed, so screenshot has not been taken. Screenshot has been taken, it has been taken and provided under the screenshots folder. And not only that, the screenshot would have been embedded into the extend reports, okay. And also if you see the this extend report, guys, you see this is the name of the extend report file, and this is the title of the extend report, okay. This name and title are provided in this file, guys, okay. Here under utilities in the extend reporter, we have written the code like set report name, okay. So here whatever the name you gave, tutorials ninja automation results, that is coming on the here, okay. And at same time, whatever the title you gave, tutorial ninja automation test results, okay, that is coming on the title, okay. Test results is coming on the title, okay, like that. And also I provided some extra information here, like operating system is Windows 11, because my operating system is Windows 11. I am executing, so my executed by Arun Motor. I have these details are coming also in the extend report, guys. If you go to the last one, scroll down here, you see operating system Windows 11 executed by Arun Motor. All these kind of things are there. Extra additional reports are details are coming. If no tests are failed, only two tabs will come. If any test is failing, a bug kind of tab also will come here. Since everything is passing, the report will look like this, okay. So there is more in the report anyhow. Let's not go into the report in depth, okay. Anyhow, I shared the project with you containing the framework. You can explore by yourself with whatever the explanation I am giving. So let's now try to intentionally fail any test, guys. So here all the automation scripts are passing, but here instead of expecting true, I am expecting false, guys. Okay, I'm expecting false. So in this case, if I run this testng.xml file, right click, run as testng suite here, all the 7 automation scripts will run, and for the failed test, the login with valid credentials failed test will fail with only one test will fail, remaining all will pass, guys. Okay, for that failed test, screenshot will be taken. For that failed test, the screenshot will be taken. And I'll show you the screenshot, and also I'll show you how the screenshot is getting embedded in the extend reports also, okay, as part of this framework. So guys, in interviews, basically if you get this question like explain your framework, means better draw the project and src main Java page objects, and you just provide some sample things under resources, utilities, and just mention explain each and every file here, guys. That's enough. Okay. Okay. The way, because I am very flexible with this framework and all, I just followed an order. If it is not possible for you to follow an order, you can follow any order. From top to bottom, you can start explaining, and because you can remember in top to order, right? This framework is before you, so you should be able to understand this. Okay. So six test passed and one test failed. For that failed test, you will get a screenshot here. Refresh this, you will get a screenshot. You see, open this in internet web browser. You will get the screenshot here. You see, here is a place where the test got failed. It is saying. Now refresh this reports folder also. And now let's see the reports folder. One of the tests is failing or not. Okay, web browser, and see the, you see one of the tests is failing, and that's for the failed test. You see, apart from this messages and all, you are getting a screenshot embedded in the reports itself. In the report itself, we are getting the screenshot. You see, bug tab is coming because one of the failed tests got failed, and you can navigate from here to the here again. And here you see one test failed and remaining six tests passed, and six tests passed, one test failed. These are log events and all the stuff, timeline, how much time it took for executing all the tests, and all these details, extra details. Okay, when it started, when the execution completed, everything is there here. Okay, this is a very advanced report. You can say extent report is an advanced report. So real time we generally don't use TestNG reports or Maven Surefire plugin reports, or such kind of low level reports we generally don't use. We use advanced reports like extent reports, etc. Okay, so you can mention that in our project we were using extent reports, and we have embedded the screenshot in the all those stuff you can mention. And for more practice, okay, for more confidence, right, you can just go through this framework, reverse engineer this framework and understand, guys. Okay, a lot of things are there as part of this framework, and try to replicate this, try to create automation scripts for any other automation scripts so that you'll get confident. Okay, here login, register, search is there. You try to automate any other scenario or functionality from the tutorials in the application, and you will get confidence in this particular framework automatically. Okay, you remove the hard coding of the data. You provide respective page objects. Okay, extent reporter is already there. Any reusable methods across multiple classes. Okay, using inheritance concept, you will put on the base class. Listeners methods will listen to the, okay, listeners methods has to implement the itest listener and has to extend base class. Okay, because there are some methods we have to call and all those stuff. Okay, let's not go deep, let's not dig deep. Reports will be created here. This folder I have created, the screenshots folder I have created. Okay, all those stuff. And this is a pom.xml file. This is a pom.xml file, guys. Okay, where we put all the dependencies, because when you create this Maven project, this is a Maven project, guys. First of all, this is a Maven project. It's not a normal traditional project. Maven project makes your downloading of this required libraries easy. When you create this Maven project, by default, it comes with the Java library, but it doesn't come with the TestNG library. All this, okay, all these dependencies you have provided under the dependencies tags of pom.xml file. You see, you will get these dependencies from MVN repository. So here, WebDriver Manager dependency. Okay, you don't have to download driver.exe files for each and every browser. WebDriver Manager will take care of that. Okay, automatically. According to the latest browser version, it will get the driver. And Selenium jar files. Without this, you will not get the Selenium commands like click, send keys. You will not be able to use easy spread, etc. And here you see extent reports related libraries also there. Okay, these are the external libraries that we have added to the project. And by default, when you created the project, by default, you got the Java library inbuilt. Okay. So anything else is left out? I think I covered everything, guys. Okay, I covered everything. So you can run this using testng.xml file, or you can run using Maven also. Right click, run as a Maven test, because that's the reason I'm providing. If you don't provide test keyword here, Maven will not run any of these Java files. Okay, Maven will ignore these Java files if the test keyword is not provided in this file names. Either before or after the test keyword should be provided. That's one of the prerequisite. Another prerequisite is in pom.xml file for the Maven. Here there are one way is to run the automation scripts using TestNG. Okay, TestNG suite and whatever the classes are mentioned in the TestNG, they will be executed. That is one way. Second way, we can run them using the Maven, guys. Maven. For Maven, the file name should be either starting or ending with the test keyword. And second condition is, here plugin section is there in the pom.xml file. The plugins, there should be Maven Surefire plugin. Okay, there should be a plugin known as Maven Surefire plugin. Okay, without this plugin also, the scripts will not be executed. Okay, the scripts will not be executed. Okay, once this test keyword is there in the Java files, and also this plugin is there in the pom.xml file, now right click on the project and select run as and select Maven test. Okay, if you do that, all this Java files which are having the test keyword will be executed, guys. Okay, the Java files which are doesn't having the test keyword, you see account page, all this doesn't have the test keyword, they will not be executed. Only these three files will be executed. Okay, that's the reason Maven is asking you to put test keyword anywhere in this file name. Okay. Yeah, the script's running or no? There's the problem here. Right click again, say run as Maven test. Let's see. Okay, there is a problem here. Earlier it was working, now it's not working. Fatal error, illegal access, some Lombok related dependency. Sometimes what happens is when you try to run the scripts using Maven, right, it will require Lombok dependency. Okay, sometimes it will work, sometimes it will not work. Go to pom.xml file, guys. Okay, in this framework, let's add the dependency tags for Lombok. Okay, sometimes it happens when you run with Maven, it may not work. Means if you are getting Lombok, means just add the dependency tags for Lombok. Just go to MVN repository, and I copied that Lombok text. I just paste it here and search. You'll get the Lombok related project Lombok. Take the latest version, copy the dependency, go to the framework and add the dependency tags here for the Lombok. Okay. This is the only thing, guys, nothing much. Okay. So now after that, save that. Once you save that, you see the libraries for the Lombok will be added under Maven dependencies somewhere here. Somewhere Lombok will be there. Okay, you see Lombok has been added, automatically downloaded. That is what is the advantage of the Maven projects, guys. Okay, automatically they'll download the jar files and automatically configure the jar files in your project for you. Now right click on the project and say run as and say Maven test. This time it should work, guys. This time it should work because Lombok thing we have solved it. So we should not get any error and all the 7 automation scripts should run. You see the test started executing. Don't worry about the red color things. It's common to get that red color things. So the tests are running. All the 7 tests will run. One test will fail anyhow. You already know that because I didn't change that to fail to asset true, asset false to asset true. I have to change it back for that to work, for that to get passed. Otherwise, it will still fail until we change it back. Using using Maven, we are running the automation scripts, guys. Okay, we are not using TestNG. Okay, that is using pom.xml file. It's happening. Actual running is happening using pom.xml file. Maven actually uses pom.xml file to run the automation scripts. Okay, so one failed. We know that. That's why build failure came. That's okay, and the same thing, the same story repeats. And also without Eclipse ID, also using Maven, right? Or another advantage is I don't have to. Okay, I don't have to have the Eclipse ID. Without Eclipse ID also I can run this project. Okay, I'll go to the properties and go to the location where the project is available in my machine. This is the project, guys, and project folder. Open this project folder here. pom.xml file is visible. Now I'll close Eclipse ID here. Close Eclipse ID here, and here I'll provide cmd, and here I'll give a command known as mvn test. Okay, so for this command to work, guys, before that you have to download Maven into your machine. Okay, you see in my C drive, I have downloaded a Maven and extracted that and provided here. Okay, from the Maven website, you can download this zip file and extract that and provide this folder containing the bin folder, etc. here, and configure that in the way you configure the Java in environment variables, right? Like Java underscore home. So Maven underscore home and give the path of the Maven. So then only this particular method will work. Okay, assuming that you already know all this stuff, I'm just taking care. Here, the another advantage of Maven is that you don't need Eclipse ID, guys. You just type mvn test here from the command line. Okay, with the help of this project in your computer, you can run the automation scripts. You see all the automation scripts will run. All the 7 automation scripts will run here. Okay, again one will fail anyhow because we have intentionally failed one of the automation script. Okay, so if any application is page is taking time, just press enter here for demonstration. While demonstration in real time, you should not do that. Okay, second has run. Only one will fail, 6 will pass. Okay, So this is all about the framework, guys. Okay, explain as much as you can. Okay, so that you can express your knowledge. This is an advantage when someone asks you explain your framework. Okay, you should show your knowledge there. Okay, so this is how the structure there, and I can do this, do that, and all those stuff. You have to explain, keep explaining. Okay, the more you explain, more the confidence the interviewer will get from your answer. Okay, you see six will pass and one will fail anyhow. Okay, that is expected. Okay, 7 you see one failure, six remaining, six passed. Okay, that's it. Done, guys. With this note, I have successfully explained and practically demonstrated a test automation framework, that is TestNG test automation framework. You can also use this thing in the interviews. Like if you get this question in the interviews, you can answer the same thing. And I have given this framework for you so that you can practice and get some confidence on this framework. Okay. So if you want to know like how to create the framework from scratch, and this is not the place, guys. Okay, this is only for explaining the framework. Okay, how to explain the framework. But if you want to create the framework from scratch, refer my other course, where Selenium Java course. Okay, where in my Selenium Java courses of mine, I just demonstrated how to create the frameworks. Okay, how to create this framework also I demonstrated. If you want a bit more confidence, you can watch those videos on creating the framework. Okay, in my other courses of Selenium Java. Okay. So, and with this note, guys, let's wind up this session. So that's all for this session. In the next session, I'm going to answer another Selenium interview question for you. Till then, see you. Bye bye.